Hello proxies, I made a poll not too long ago asking you if you wanted to see an account showcase. I've seen a few of you lurking in my comments asking me what builds do I use for some characters, or what characters do I own. Some are even curious about other things like what W engines do I have, or what's my banner pity right now. In this video, I'll be settling your curiosity down and show you almost everything you want to understand about my account. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's first start with my banner's pity, because I'm assuming a lot of you are very curious about that. So for the limited characters banner, I am 10 pity in, and thankfully I am guaranteed. So whenever Big Daddy becomes playable, he's 100% mine. My last character pulled was Nekomata, unfortunately. It was a 50-50 loss on Astra's banner. Initially, I wanted to get Pan Yunho to M6 while I was trying to get Yi Xuan. Apparently, after I had gotten Yi Xuan, it still wasn't enough. So I decided why not pull on Astra's banner and hopefully snatch an M1 Astra while I'm at it. I thought it could be very useful for me in my saving campaign, though unfortunately I did end up losing to Nekomata. As for the W engine banner, my last W engine pulled was Astra's signature. Again, it took me very long to get 2 maxed Pan Yunho W engines. You might be wondering, why did I need 2 max refined Pan Yunho signatures? Well, you'll know later on in this video why I did. For the standard banner pity, as you can see, I'm 46 pity in. My last S rank pulled was M1 Rena. I do get the urge to pull on standard banner now and then, but I'd like to save them just in case the standard banner hopefully gets updated at some point. As for the Bangbu banner, my last S rank was a million, which is the Cunning Hair's Bangbu. I needed that Bangbu for my Billy team. You might notice that I have an unnatural amount of Bangbu pulls, but that's because I'm saving for a potential Bangbu that could come out with Big Daddy. If there won't be one, then I'd be maximizing the Sons of Caledon Bangbu, which is Red Machas. Alright, now that we're over with the banner's information, let's continue with the 24-hour store. Some of you are actually the Lulu. I've seen people questioning my saved polychromes, accusing me of like slipping in a monthly subscription or spending in the game just in general. Well, I wish that was the case, but unfortunately I am completely F2P. The only time I'd see myself spending if I had the money, quote unquote, would be if there was a really nice skin for a character I main like Hoshimi Miyabi, Evelyn, Lycon, maybe Haramasa, or of course a Big Daddy skin. And the ultimate proof should be the monochrome market. As you can see, the bonus tags are there. If the bonus tags weren't there, that'd mean I'd have spent in the game before, but I haven't. If you still think I have spent money in this game after this footage, well, you most probably need to see a doctor. So, moving on from banners and the store, let's get into the agent side of things. First, I'll start with the agent stories. You'll be able to see check marks next to each agent videotape that I have played, and crosses next to the ones I haven't played yet. And unfortunately, there are a lot of crosses. At some point in the game, I had taken a break because life got overwhelming. I came back to the game even more overwhelmed with stories and activities to do. So it's been kinda hard to keep up with the agent stories. I made an oath for myself, and that is, if Big Daddy becomes playable, I'll do every single one. Coming in next will be my trust with agents. This is kind of similar to the Agent Stories situation, except I actually do these for characters I love, but for the ones I'm not interested in, I just ignore them until I must have polychromes somehow. Again, if Big Daddy does end up being playable, you best believe I'll be maxing my trust with all of the list. Many of you were curious about my agents and how they were built, and I can understand why you would be. So here it is, the long and awaited agent showcase. So coming in first is Pan Yunho. I have him on a DPS build. Yeah, he is support, but who cares? As long as he does his job right, might as well add in some damage. He is on 4-piece Woodpecker Electro for crit rate and attack, and 2-piece Branch and Blade for some good crit damage. For his W engine, I use his signature. Of course, he is M6. Worked very hard for it, by the way, and it is very worth it. For Ben Bigger, I have him on a sub DPS build. Again, he is defense, but hey, he still dishes a good amount of damage, so I decided to pair him with Evelyn and Astra. I have him on a 4-piece Inferno Metal for that juicy 28% crit rate, and 2-piece Soul Rock for defense that gets converted to attack anyway. And for his W engine, I have Pan Yunho's signature. Yes, it might seem a little weird, but it's actually very solid with Ben, because it makes him consistent with his skill and makes him deal good ultimate damage. And of course, I have him as M6. Very worth it. We got Lycon. There's not much to say about him, to be honest. I'd say his build is very similar to a lot of you. I have him on 4-piece King of Summit and 2-piece Shockstar Disco. And for his W engine, I use his signature. And thankfully, I have him as M3. Looking forward to M6 soon. Next up, we have Yish Wen. Again, her build is the standard, nothing too crazy. I have her on 4-piece Yonqui Tails and 2-piece Woodpecker Electro. For her W engine, I use her signature. The crit rate overboarding queen, Evelyn. You heard me right. This character has way too many crit rate buffs. It's very hard not to overboard on crit rate. I am trying to fix it, believe me. I have her on 4-piece Woodpecker Electro and 2-piece Blade and Song. For her W engine, I use her signature. Nothing too crazy for Astra. The very optimal build for her pretty much. However, I am thinking of giving her a DPS build soon. For now, I have her on 4-piece Astral Voice and 2-piece Swing Jazz. For her W engine, I use her signature. Next up is Xingyi. My mouse will soon break because of her. Anyway, I have your usual build on her. 4-piece King of Summit and 2-piece Shockstar Disco. For her W engine, I use Lycon's signature. My pride and joy, Hoshimi Miyabi is next. She still carries my entire account. I have her on 4-piece Branch and Blade Song and 2-piece Woodpecker Electro. For her W engine, I use her signature. And of course, I have her as M1. Next up is Harumasa, a free unit we all have and love. His build is average though. I have him on 4-piece Thunder Metal and 2-piece Woodpecker Electro. For his W engine, I use Soldier 11's signature. Next up we have... Nasty ass bastard! Dude! What the fuck? As I was saying, next up is my untouched M1 Soldier 11. Yeah, that's all you need to know, to be honest. We have Polkra next. I very recently built her to become viable with my Billy team, and it paid off. I have her on 4-piece King of Summit and 2-piece Shockstar Disco. And for her W engine, I use her signature. And of course, I have her as M6. Coming next is Lucy. Again, recently built due to team complications. I have her on 4-piece Astral Voice and 2-piece Swing Jazz. And for her W engine, I use Sakaku's signature. And of course, I have her as M6. Coming next is the dusty agent, to say the least, Ellen Jo. I haven't used her since Miyabi came out, pretty much. Her build, I would say, is outdated. So yeah, whatever you're seeing on screen is pretty much placeholders. I do have her signature though. Next up is Rina. I use her now and then with my Haramasa team comp. I have her on 4-piece Astral Voice and 2-piece Swing Jazz. For her W engine, I use Slice of Time, and I do have her as M1. We have Nicole, very recently built for my Billy team comp. I have her on 4-piece Astral Voice and 2-piece Swing Jazz. For her W engine, I use her signature. And of course, I do have her as M6. And finally, we have the gunslinger himself, Billy. I recently built him to have fun, and because I was also lacking physical DPSs, I'm not gonna lie. I have him on 4-piece Woodpecker Electro and 2-piece Puffer Electro. For his W engine, I use his signature, and I do have him as M6. And for the next few characters showing up on screen right now are unbuilt. I don't see any interest in building them, at least not yet. Who knows, maybe I could end up building Piper one day. Or maybe Corrin. Then we have the characters I don't own here. And there are a lot of agents. I'm cooked, aren't I? Alright, so now that we're finally done with the agent side of things, let's go to my storage. So for my W engine storage, you can see the signature W engines I have and not have. For some reason, Lucy's signature is allergic to my account. You have no idea how many times I tried to pull that goddamn W engine, but I never got one copy. It hurts to see the amount of 5-starred A-rank W engine duplicates because of this situation. But yeah, other than that, I think I am managing fine with my agents. I'd love an alternative Rupture W engine for Monado, or potentially free Banue? I don't know. Here are my materials. I am saving my hamster cage passes for my favorite characters that I'd like to use them on. Of course, main one being Big Daddy. Maybe Banue too if I get him after Big Daddy, or if we end up getting him for free. And finally, here are my key items. Honestly, like, I don't know what most of these items are, but hey, you get to look at them at least. Since we are done with the storage now, I'm going to go through my achievements very quickly for anyone who is curious. So yeah, I'll leave you with the footage until the next segment. And we have reached to the final part of my account showcase, which is the endgame content clearance. I've been slowly struggling with clearing Shiryu defense or deadly assault, but regardless, I still do end up getting the job done somehow. Honestly, it's been very annoying to see the amount of shield buffs for the newer units. I wish that the buffs were more general and fairer to all of the roster. Hopefully, ZenlessZoneZero devs can just listen to our complaints and do better. Well, proxies, that's the end of my account's showcase. I hope that this showcase have finally calmed down your curiosity about my account. I'm talking to you people who think I'm spending it. Hopefully I didn't miss anything crucial and that it was very clear and satisfactory for you all. What do you think about my account? Am I cooked, or will I be fine until Big Daddy comes out? Let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel, and make some noise for Big Daddy. Peace, love, and happiness everyone. Until the next one, proxies.